Alright, I'm back. Here's Italy again. Nibiru sun's just starting to make its way out of frame. Like I mentioned, see it's a projected image. So it's coming down and it's still visible in front of landscape. Okay, it's coming down here. Okay, it's out of frame there now. There's our friend, the bee. Just give you a shot there. I'm gonna get into Tierra del Sol here in a second. Mentioned that Prophet I Am YouTube channel was catching stuff, shots of the Nibiru sun and evidence thereof. He was featured at the Tierra del Sol early sunrise there too, and he was drawing the same conclusions that I came to about that object in the south, but we'll get to that in a minute. Here's Qatar. He actually had some nice shots from Qatar back in early August. Showed the winged disc coming down in Qatar. That's not visible now in that manner. However, we can see it on this summary of the single day column from yesterday, and there it is up there. Like I said, it's running probably about neck and neck with the sun right now. As to how far away it actually is, that's yet to be determined. It's got to be pretty close because we're still just getting projected images when we see it flashing down through here as a winged disc and down here in the horizon portions. If you didn't see my video I made yesterday afternoon, that's the one definitely check out if you want to catch a lot of shots of the winged disc coming down across the horizons in many different locations around the world, mostly in the US, but I caught a few that were overseas as well. Okay, here we are back at Tierra del Sol. Just to illustrate this flash deal again, this early sunrise, this false sunrise that comes up. I'll shrink it down to 100% so we can get both views in here. Just like before, we're getting the early light in the east, 5:02:50. Here's the object in question, which a couple vids back, Sally and William sent me a great link to webcams to Mexico, and although I couldn't get the link open, it was a time lapse of the sunrise from Carmen de Playa, which is a resort over there on the Yucatan, a little bit south of Cancun, and apparently it must have been showing this object in the south, and then the sunrise in the east. The east was smaller, it was still pretty dark there, and the sun rays were just streaming off of this section. Perfect illustration. This got to be the Nibiru sun right here. And as the sun comes up, it hits this and it illuminates the entire horizon. And you see by 5:22 we have light all around now because the sun's hitting this object here, and then it's bouncing back. It's like bing 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 bing, and then it's illuminating the horizon. As you can see, the top sky is still dark. Okay, here we go. Back at Tierra del Sol. A couple more frames have slid by. We're up to 5:42 now, so we're going to stop it. There's the last image. Go back. Okay, 4:52. Not seeing a whole lot of light. A little bit of light coming up in the east. 5:02, some more. Let's look at this object in the south. That's the Nibiru sun. In my opinion, it's causing a false dawn. There's 452. Let's keep our eye on this. 502, 512. Here we get the light bouncing, starting to illuminate the horizon somewhat. This is a 190-degree view, by the way. That's what it says on the Moonglow Technology camera site. Now by 522, as I pointed out, the entire horizon's become illuminated. But not up here. You know what I mean? When the sun comes up, the sky usually gets light gradually this way. And the west certainly doesn't light up before the sky above your head, right? Come on now. Let's get real. Start figuring this out. This is not normal. There's 532. So 532, it starts to step back a little bit, looks like, or actually maybe it's getting lighter because it's getting more lighter. It's getting lighter because the stars aren't showing up as much. And you can see down here, there's 522. This thing's still visible. It's not being masked by the false sunrise. Still got some stars at 522, 532. Okay, it's being masked a little bit now. And as you can see, the stars are starting to go away, so the sky's actually brightening more there. 542. Okay, the stars are going away, but now we're losing this horizon stuff now. This thing's still visible. That's the last shot I got right now. Just to show you another one, I don't want to belabor this too much. I definitely covered it in earlier vids, so this will probably be the last time I touch on this for a while. This false dawn. But here we go, Sierra Remote. That's also in California. We're going to stop it. So if you notice, 5:09 Pacific Daylight Time, sky's starting to brighten down here toward the south, and that's where that object was. Second sun, I believe. They've clearly demonstrated. And we 5:19, got like a false dawn coming up here from the south. Bam, 5:29. Look how freaking light it is. And there's clouds, so the whole sky's being illuminated because these chem clouds have nanoparticles in them of metals, aluminum, strontium, barium for sure, based on soil samples and tests that I've seen done. Not personally, but seen reports thereof. And 5:39, here we go, stepping back. 5:49, same deal. Stepping back some more. 5:49. So there's your false dawn, and coming from the south. Now there's one in the east, more prominent, because that's where the actual sun is. And it's starting to approach the horizon. But for some reason, this Nibiru sun's in the south, and it's a little bit higher up relative to the horizon, and therefore maybe that's reflected in those time-lapse shots. Remember how if we could see it, it would be normally up about this far. Maybe that's the distance from how far it is above the horizon compared to in the east. I don't think it reflects this distance here though, but I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, here's the other one I featured yesterday prominently with the Tierra del Sol, highlighting this false dawn, Pine Mountain. It's a little bit north of LA, northeast of LA. So we'll stop it. So 4:53, we get fairly dark. Here, I'll look up the sunrise down there near LA. Okay, it's a little bit east of LA, this Pine Mountain location. So sunrise in LA 6:22. So you figure this one's maybe 3-4 minutes ahead of that. So figure about 6:20, 6:19. So 4:53 it's dark. 5:03 we're starting to see a little light from the east, which we noticed up there in Tierra del Sol. More light. Looks like it's still coming primarily from the east in this one. But here we go. Bam. 5:23. Get the sky completely lit. And this is up in the mountains. It's a different view. It's actually hearing the stars and everything. 5:23, 5:33. Wow, look how light it is there. Keep in mind, dawn is until about 6:19. The earliest, 6:18 maybe. Then we step it back, 5:43. It's coming back again. Okay, I'm gonna refresh it one more time because I think we got another roll here. So yeah, 5:53. Look at it at 5:53. There's 5:33, real bright. 5:50, 43. It's starting to come back. 5:53. It looks like it got a little lighter. But at any rate, there we are back at Tierra del Sol. It's up to 5:52 now. We'll stop it. Pull up. So I put up the Weather Underground website. There's the 6:15 a.m. Tierra del Sol sunrise. Go back to San Diego. It's 6:19, so it's about 4 minutes east of San Diego. Showed you the twilight, daylight symbol. I don't want to keep belaboring these points, but unfortunately, I only can make 15-minute videos, so I got to at least touch on it. You see that it's supposed to remain fairly dark in between the 5:24 and 5:54 a.m. time frames. But up here, that's not the case. 5:12:50. There's your false dawn beginning. There's the object in the south. Bang, 5:22. It's supposed to still be pretty dark. 5:32, 5:42, 5:52. I lost the image down here in 5:52 for some reason. It's not showing up. It's probably just a glitch. So at any rate, I had hoped to get into the orange ball thing on this vid with Tierra del Sol. However, we'll have to cover that in the next one. Unfortunately, these videos I can only do 15 minutes at a time, and it's probably enough. You're not going to sit here and watch an hour-long video of me running around Skycam website and rambling. But if you want to catch everything, I'd say start back on 8:23 when things started coming together pretty well. And you can see further evidences that I brought out. I can't do it on every video because, like I said, I only got 15 minutes. I looked around. I didn't see any more of the wing disc images, or I would be showing them to you right now. So until the 6:32 time frame, which isn't that far away, about a half an hour from where I'm at now, then we might start making another video and see if the orange ball comes up here in the east like it has been since at least August 20th when I started monitoring these all Skycam website. So check it out for yourself. There's the website address. Go in there and mess around. I did look at Grumpy Moose this morning. We'll close it out on that. There's Grumpy Moose. If you can blow up your screen, you can see the magnetic field lines in here. But it's pretty cloudy up there now. It looked a little better earlier. So anyway, I'm running out of time. God bless y'all. Thanks for watching and putting up with me. Time is short. That's all I can say. Love you in the Lord. Out.